Welcome, everyone. We're going to be talking about pinning stands made out of rubber and aluminum, and you're going to love them. Let's get into the show. So cool. I mean, look at how cool this is, guys. Rubber grommets. All in all, these rubber pinning stands are the way to fly. Welcome to the show, everyone. We're going to freak out with what I've come up with for some very inexpensive pinning stands. And they work so nice as I will probably never go back to the way I used to pin cylinders. And I'll just show you what I'm talking about. We have some stands made out of rubber. These are for setting your car on a jack stand. You can get them from Amazon. They're super inexpensive. I think this is like $1.50, $2. It holds my small format best cylinder. Look at this. I can't even shake it out of there. That is incredible. These are the rubber grommets that go on top of your jack stand. And they work perfect. I mean, we're talking perfect for large format, small format IC cores. The plug out of a cylinder, look at, they don't move, they don't fall. You can take your tweezers and work on top of this. If you drop a pin, you just pick it right up. I even think maybe this flat one is probably the best way to go. I'll know in just a minute. I have not experimented thoroughly with these. I've been getting this together for a couple of weeks. Don't forget to hit the super thanks, guys. It'll really help my channel out. And I finally got myself really unbelievable vices. They're for your milling machines. You set this on the table of your milling machine and you can mill parts on it. But look at this. It has a groove in it. You tighten it. The gap is sufficient for the lug to extend all the way out. You can pin up your cylinders in this. I was originally thinking this is the way to fly, but after seeing these little rubber grommets, I mean, come on, guys. This is incredible. Look at that. Just set it down in there. I'm barely, just a little friction. And look at that. Look at that. Barely a little friction. This is what we've been looking for all along. You can buy metal stands, and Kava made some, and they're so expensive. You can't find them anymore. And then if you're going to use just your pinning tray, look at how, I mean, this one works okay right here. But if you're going to put a large format in it, watch what happens. You just touch it, it tips over. If you were to pin this on top, you pull this cover off, which I don't normally do, you're going to have real trouble. And these are so cool. I mean, look at how cool this is, guys. Rubber grommets. I washed these, some white residue on them. I washed it off, and they're sticky. I mean, I can't move my fingers across them. They drag beautifully, and that holds the metal in place. I don't think I can hold this one. Oh, no, I can't. Can't hold it upside down, but, you know, you're never going to do that. Just show you something else. This is by A1. If I was to put my cylinder in this, look at that. I mean, it's junk. Could put a plug in there. And it would work okay. But, you know, the pins, if you drop a pin, it's going to go in this side of the tray and you can be mixed up. Even an aluminum tray is not going to be any good compared to the rubber. I mean, they can tip them. You're too flat. This is not high enough. I just can't tell you how cool these are. This is the most inexpensive. This is only $8 for this vise. And the problem with it is it's pretty cheap. I mean, if you were going to clamp something down, it kind of goes off center. You know, it's tighter here than it is here, and I'm barely clamping down on my finger. I mean, it works. It does. It works. At least your plug won't turn anywhere, and you can pick the pins up off the surface here. That's $8. This was $35. This is really a piece of machinery. All aluminum. This is a work of art. I don't have to tighten down really tight. You just barely. I mean, I'm just setting it in there. And this is, your fingers can adjust it. All in all, these rubber pinning stands are the way to fly. In every aspect of pinning, if you don't get it already, the tip of the day is don't spend a lot of money. We're not expensive. That's $35. This is $8. All from Amazon Prime. No shipping price. You got to beat that shipping. But look at this rubber grommet. Whoa. And it's tall enough where I can pin right into the cylinder plug. Oh, that's so cool. Let's pin up a cylinder. It's just for fun, okay? Because I got the pins right there. Let's see. Do I want to do it on the flat one here and have that surface not up to the top? Or do I want to... I don't know, man. I'm thinking either way is beautiful. And these are heavy. They're not going to tip over. I was playing around with that lock caddy thing. What a joke. All right, here it is. Look at it. Look at this. They got to cut out in the center because, you know, they want it to do all things. They want it to do that, but, you know, they forgot the real purpose of this thing. Pinning. Whoa. I mean, it's light. This is $29, I think. This is like $1.50. And this is printed from a something or other. Computer printer plotter thing. $29. I have no use for this. I've come to the conclusion that I can't use this tool. Especially after just going on a brief search to find something that was comparable for a few bucks. And these are comparable. You can see these in packs of 8 from Amazon. I'm going to leave all the information down in the description where you can get this. The link to the lock caddy because, you know, it exists, but personally, I have no use for it anymore. These things are the way to fly. So let's pin one. Got all my springs on an ejector. I've got another video on this. Oh, please hit the like button, guys. Tell your friends. But I put all the springs on an ejector so I can load all the springs all at once into the cylinder. There'll be a reason for that. I use a press from Lab. It's the IC Pro 150, and that ejector tool is the way to go. So I'm thinking I'm going to move this aside. I kind of want it to be in the scene though, so you can at least see it. Maybe I'll just turn it around this way. And this I wanted to use, but I'll just shoot with this one. Hold it in there tight. I just push down on it. It's crimped in there. All right, I straighten that out. I want to get this open. Got it completely open. Yeah. I'm going to stick it on there. Let's just pin up this one cylinder.
Welcome to the show, everyone. This is Mike with Door and Lock Tips.
Here we go. Boy, these pins are teeny. The engineering involved in this, you really don't need any. You need a slot. That's what you really need. You need a slot. I'm going to just go ahead and just load this bad boy up. I'm having trouble working around this camera tonight. Check it with Lock Caddy's Go No Go. This really is cool. I like this. Yep, they're perfect. See that? They're all perfectly level. Right across the top. I do love this tool. That's about the only tool I think I'll ever buy from them guys. Everything else I have no use for. That's just me. Alright, so I got it all pinned up. We'll see if the key works. Control key works. Oh yeah. Need 6 caps and the springs. We'll load them over in my Lab IC Pro 150. I'll just show you how this works. Here's the jig that goes on the press of that Lab IC Pro 150. Now I ever so gingerly do this over on the press, but I'm going to just give you a close-up look right here. It pops in there. Here there's a bearing inside of here. This is so cool. Alright, here's the cap. It's going to be pressed 6 holes in it. It just slides in like that. Just like that. But first we got to get the springs in. And that has been so tedious. Look at my hands, they don't fit. So I made this nice tool. Check out my other video, spring loading tool. This is also made by Lab, but I almost dropped it. Once you've got your cylinder in there, 7 holes, but I'm only going to use the first 6 pin. So I ever so gingerly lift this up, and I get it over the top. Whoopsie, put it back. Get it over the top. It'd be way different if I was just doing this, not trying to shoot video. All right, now you got to have something to hold the springs down. Pick from Peterson Pick. And I just hold the springs down and I pull the ejector tool out. All the springs are in now. I don't even have to worry about it. Now I turn it around. I set this cover over. Now I go put this in the press and crunch it. I'm going to crunch it down. It pushes from the top here, pops little holes in this piece of... Okay, I'm going to freehand this thing. Everything came out great. The ejector put the springs in perfectly. Little modification on Lab's tool. And we have success. The key turned in there nice. All the springs are set down and the caps are over the top now. Let's get a good close look at this. And we're going to get back to the show now. All right, let's see if it worked. Oh yeah, perfecto. That is nice. Look how cool that is. And I just set it right on this rubber stand. Oh man, this is too cool. Let me go get one of those jack stands and show you what these really do. I couldn't find the jack stand. I don't know where they're at. Look at that. This takes the place of any jig you're going to have. And if you're not trying to shoot video, easily pin right on top of this. It won't tip over. Look at that. I was thinking this was the way to fly, which, you know, it is. I'll show you how to pin on this too, because these are super cool. But for $1.50, come on. I like it expensive. Let's put it that way. And this one, I'm going to show you how it works for the large format. But this little bad boy, the flat one, it'll work in everything. Large format, small format. Man, this is, I only got one of these. I've got two of these. They all come in a kit. You just buy it from Amazon. Please tell your friends, guys, about these beautiful, inexpensive rubber stands for pinning. And I'll have more door and lock tips like this. Smash the like button, guys, please. I have more door and lock tips like this coming your way in the future. You are going to love it because I'm going to show you all these stands all together. And I even have another one coming. It holds a micrometer, but I'm thinking the rubber for $1.50 is the way to go. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys, for subscribing. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit the super thanks. Send it to all your buddies so they get to see great pinning trays for next to nothing. Thanks again, guys.